Hi, greetings and welcome fellow engineers. As you can tell, the theme of this video is a little bit different from the other two that the other ones that I've, come back here, stay, cool. You can tell the theme of this video is a little bit different from like camera angles. No green screen behind me or any extra video production. Basically, this is my surgery position of my laptop, and this is it, the beast, as I used to call it when I first got the laptop. It's a HP Pavilion. Can't remember what exact model it is, but if I do some editing, I might actually just put it up here to show you what model that this currently is. Now, I did actually try to look up dismantling instructions or replacing memsims on the internet, and found that there is actually quite a lot of different Pavilion models. Unfortunately, there wasn't this model to show. Hold on a sec, let me see if I've actually got everything here. Got screens. I don't have the memory. Let's see, where's the memory? Ah, there we go, found it. Okay, there we go, found the memory. Cool. Yes, now as I said, this laptop has been pretty much my pride and joy for the past 5 years. I do all my video work on it, all my YouTube work on it, and if anything goes wrong with this, then I won't be able to upload this video. So by the fact that you actually can see this video will prove the fact that this is a bit of a success. Well, the success being that I managed to get this laptop up and working again. As I said, I am an engineer at my workplace. I take hundreds of computers apart every week. Well, used to. But the difference between them and this is basically this isn't the Dell computers or Lenovo computers I do at work. It was a little bit of a different topology, as well as very different from taking your own computer apart than taking apart something that belongs to someone else. So, right, now I can see that there are quite a few screws. Yeah, as I said, I couldn't actually find a dismantling instruction video for this online, so hopefully I don't get too bogged down, get this too messed up. But there were similar ones. So basically I got to take apart, so there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, small screws down there, 1, 2, 3, 4 screws around here, one in the center, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12 screws. Now originally, I hate the fact you've got like these little holes here. When my original screwdriver was something like this, big and thick, I couldn't actually get into there, but hopefully we've got enough screwdrivers and bits of screwdrivers to actually get into this. So let me just pause the video for a sec and bring the camera in closer so you can see what's going on. Okay, so alright, hopefully I got a bit of a better angle from here so you can actually see what I'm doing. Now, firstly, I would, as I said, I was an engineer, and if I had all the right tools and equipment and such, and just to put people at safe, I would have put down an anti-static mat underneath here. But yeah, with an anti-static mat and anti-static wrist straps and the whole kit and caboodle. But the fact is, well, let's just say I just earthed myself before coming here, so I should be okay. Yeah, do as I say, not do as I do. So if you ever do anything like this, make sure you wear anti-static straps and all the basic stuff. Ooh. I think these ones might actually be correct. Now, what am I going to use for my road map? Oh. Actually, I've got a... Okay, we're going to use this. And these, going to use these for later. So I'm going to try and clear an area to my left for my road map. So I just get rid of all these tools that I've lovingly placed out here. I'm not going to need them, hopefully. They're down there just in case, so I'll leave that particular tool there. Right. So what I'm doing now is I'm just clearing the desk to my left, or to your right, so that I can place these out in a particular pattern for my road map. So firstly, let's start with these three. Okay, let's not start with those three, let's start with these ones in here. I can't tell if that's come out. I can't actually tell unless I actually have a magnet. I need a magnet. So one. Oh wait, if anyone asks you, if you ever wonder what people mean when they say road map, it's basically when we undo these screws, we place the screws down in a specific location that we keep mapped out in our own heads, so we know where to put the right screws, because not all these screws are identical. You can't just mix and match them up, otherwise it won't go back into place. So you have to make sure the right screws goes back into the right location. So as you can see here, I'm placing them in a particular pattern around here, and this one's not coming out. Let's do the old, there we go, got it. So I'm putting like in a square formation here to represent the square formation here. Now if I was properly prepared, I'll be putting sticky tape down on here so that the screws don't move or get knocked around. Right, next we've got three diddy ones here, which I'll place in here, which represents the battery area. Good thing about this screwdriver is that it's magnetized, so it is keeping the screws connected to the screwdriver. Oh, sorry, got hiccups. And another two here. Okay, so we've done these four, these three, and those two. Just leaves these three up at the top. Okay, I don't think this screwdriver will access those, but if I can find one that's a little bit a size smaller. Let's see what we've got in here. This one might do it. Oh wait, actually, this one. Let's try this one. Yeah. I'm just going to rotate this around so I can actually get to the ones at the front. Being all organised is one thing, but messing up is another, and you don't want to be messing up. So I'm going to mark those up here. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I know that there's supposed to be a screw here, but I can't actually see any screw in that hole. Let's have another look. Yeah, looks like they've actually forgot to place a screw in there. Now, there are two covers here and here by the looks of it. Oh wait, I did actually just manage to get one up, I think. And there's no, I can't seem to see if there's anything in there. I hope there's no screw that's hiding underneath that. And I can't, problem with these covers, never get them back into place. Okay, right, so that looks like the underside that's done. Don't think there's anything else that I need to undo from there. Now, let's have a look at the top side. Ooh, these are getting away. I'm going to keep those over here for now. Oh, this goes up. I might have to change camera angle. So let's change camera angle for a sec. Okay. Now, the thing about this. Oh, let's see if I can get. Now that we've got all the screws in, we need to unhook the actual base unit by prying this from the edge. And this is the most tricky part of doing this, is because these are all like clipped in underneath, and you've got to try and remove the clips with subpar equipment. See if I. How the. Ah, damn it. Let's try one of these instead. Oh, that seems to be doing the trick, I think. And one of these really is a godsend, because these are an absolute nightmare to try and get off without one of these, and that's a whole lot of gunk that's just come out from underneath there. Yay. Yeah, this is really tricky. Come on, get in there. Get on. Come on. In case you're wondering, this little device here, a little bit of flat panel, I got from an iPhone repair kit. A cheap old iPhone repair kit that cost around like a £5 at the time. I got it a long time ago. But like I said, these tools are absolutely invaluable if you want to try doing these sort of repairs or laptops. This may take a while. Fast forward until it actually gets there. Okay, so we might be back. Alright, this is probably not the best way of actually viewing this. As you can see, this has just gone like an absolute nightmare trying to get this thing off. Wait, oh, I think I might. This bit's coming off. This bit's coming off. Is it coming off? Hey, finally, there we go. Yeah, and finally we have it. The fun part's going to be trying to put this thing back together again. Okay, so let's see if you guys can guess what is what on here. So that's your bog standard hard drive, and as I see, it's not even screwed in. Your standard, I was about to say ID, your standard SATA hard drive there, 1 terabyte of data. Let's see, what does it say on here? Do not cover this hole. SATA 6, it says it's supposed to be 6 gigabytes. That's probably its speed or far up. Oh, yep, there we go. 1 terabyte of data. Let's just try and see if I can slide this back in. No, it's not going to fit, so it's not going to go back into the place where it originally came from. So, yay, that's fun. Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, no screws here. This, if you can see this bit here, let me turn this around for you. So, that's your standard SATA hard drive. This is an SSD. Yes, it looks a little bit like a memsim, but that is like 100 gigabytes of hard drive space in this memory set kit here. The reason it's called an SSD is a solid state hard drive, which is basically a memsim. In other words, yeah, no disks or spinny RPMs or anything. It's all done on CPUs and chips. Now, these are the things I want to get rid of. So, we've got here 1 4 gigabyte memsim, or DIM, I've forgotten what these are. And here is another 4 gigabyte memsim. Now, actually, I think that's, by the looks of that, that's module B, so that's a secondary slot. I'm going to leave this one back in here, actually. And now, moment of truth, let's see if this actually fits. I don't know. I was only told that it's supposed to be DDR4, and I am hoping that this fits. Not that way. Oh, and so that's a 16 gig memsim. That's a 4 gig memsim to make a nice total of 20 gigabytes of memory there. So a little bit of an upgrade from my original 8 to 20. Now hopefully that should actually do the thing that's needed. That, I believe, is my Wi-Fi. Not Wi-Fi, not I can't remember what was it. WAN, LAN, yeah, WAN connector. But I never actually used that. The Wi-Fi is not that cable, but there's a cable that pretty much goes around the entire monitor on other computers. But this is a monitor cable. Actually, it could be this by the looks of it. Yeah, the Wi-Fi goes into here, and then these cables here go up into the monitor, and then around the monitor, loops around the monitor, and then comes back up here, through here, and back down to the WAN connector. The idea of that is basically it turns your monitor into an aerial for Wi-Fi. Okay. Right. let's see if we can put this back together again and see if it works. Actually, before we put it back together again, it's always a good idea to test to see if it works. Or not. No, actually, considering... what do you think? Test before or after I put it back together again? Okay, well, I'll tell you what, let's just see if we can pop this thing back here. Where are all the snappies? We've got all the snappies here. Thankfully, I haven't broken any of them, I don't think. Oh, that one might be a little bit damaged. No, actually, they do seem pretty decent. They don't look like they've damaged at all. So, let's see if we can put this thing back on. Giving these back into place is much more easier than taking them off. Yeah, snap, 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 snap. There we go. Yeah, I know this needs a little bit of a clean up. Oh. So much easier to put back than to take apart. Okay, so let's put CD-ROM module back in. Knock all the screws out of place. Battery. Actually, battery goes in reverse. Okay. Now, moment of truth. Let's see what happens when we press the on button. Just readjusting the camera. Okay. Let's see what happens when we turn it on. Lights come up. Good sign. Whirring. Let's see what we can press. Nothing on the display yet. Oh, we've got display. And F2 is an absolute sweet FA. Well, it's loading into Windows. Totally bypassed the BIOS. Let me just give that a little quick wipe down. Yep, sleeve wipe. Well, this certainly does look promising. Does look promising. Okay, so SPC, right click, properties, go away. Hey, don't know if you can see that there, but that says 20 gigabytes. Oh, stream, go away. Yeah, everything's all trying to load up. That work? Don't care, go away. Yes, so as we can see here, 20 gigabytes. Well, I'm not sure if you can actually see it on there. So I'm saying that is a success. Woot!